We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And some room to work. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career. And maybe more importantly, a first down. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Extra point attempt here still to come. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. tuck it away, take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
A first carry now for Thompson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down at the 20.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
30 base. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Team, you got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On 2nd and 9. Minshew. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Keelan Cole, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
6 yards. And it's
Faking the give, Darnold. Throwing deep for Galladay. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action here with Rosen. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
57's the mic. Watch 57. And watch the
On 3rd down, Rosen. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Complete to
Geronimo Allison, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Kick is good. makes
The first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, they're stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Connection made with Chenault. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
That's another.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Rosen on first down. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
With the score, Lions 21, Jaguars 14.
They go play action. It's Rosen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Prater lining up for the point after.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Back to the air, Rosen after the pick 6. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Thompson. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Rosen. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Will Harris. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over.
This is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he must be on the field at all times.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now it's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryant.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Third and long, it's Darnold. And he's going to let this go deep for Allison. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he'll let this... And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 36 yards on the play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Now Rosen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He was brought down by Trey Flowers.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. To the air again, Darnold. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Darnold to throw again. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Touchdown.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 45-yard line.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Check 43. Middle. Switch it.
They'll run it now with Robinson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 10-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Rosen on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
At the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? It'll be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. To return, here's Agnew. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
at the 18-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
Darnold's pass complete.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, and they go with Swift again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle by the corner, C.J. Henderson. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
A gain of a
The
yard.
last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
26-yard line.
To throw is Rosen. And my goodness, another interception. It's Desmond Trufant. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. They go to Johnson again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Here's Swift. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Second and 12 at the 43-yard line.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge game, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Rosen. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though. Probably not one. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
3rd down.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
Darnold.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 7.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of
Josh Jones in on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 30.
Once again, it's Swift. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts
No gain on the
as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. I mean, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
To return, here's Agnew. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Agnew on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth. Oh, wide open, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for the Lions. 52 yards.
1st down. Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's